Hello my dear garden-loving friends. Have you ever walked past those fancy garden stores, marveling at the beautiful, curated outdoor spaces, only to think, that looks amazing, but my budget just can't keep up? Well, I've got some exciting news for you today. What if I told you that you can turn your ordinary patio or porch into a garden paradise without breaking the bank? Yes, you heard me right. Today we're talking about creating a stunning outdoor space using only Dollar Tree items. In fact, for under $50, you can transform your garden with stunning pieces that look like they came from an expensive boutique. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, step by step. These projects are simple, effective, and best of all, wallet-friendly. So grab your gloves, your garden tools, and let's get started. Trust me, you're going to be amazed at how a little creativity and a few Dollar Tree finds can bring your garden dreams to life. So subscribe to our channel and get ready. Idea 1. Elegant Bird Bath Paradise. Let's kick things off with a simple yet striking project. An elegant bird bath that'll make your garden feel like a serene retreat. Here's how we can transform an ordinary terracotta saucer into something that looks like it came straight out of a fancy garden shop. First, grab your terracotta saucer. You can find them at Dollar Tree for around $1.25 each. You'll need two, one to serve as the pedestal and the other as the basin. To create the pedestal, simply flip one saucer upside down and place it on top of an empty flower pot, or even a sturdy plant base you already have lying around. Now fill the top saucer with smooth river rocks, also from Dollar Tree, and pour some water into the saucer to create the bath. Just like that, you've got a gorgeous bird bath that looks like it belongs in a high-end boutique garden. The best part? The total cost is under $3. You'll now have birds flocking to your garden, and the peaceful sound of water will instantly elevate the atmosphere. And while you're enjoying the visual beauty, the sound of birds fluttering around the bird bath will provide a calming ambiance. It's an easy way to bring life to your garden and create a peaceful, tranquil environment. Idea 2. Magical Fairy Light Mason Jar Lanterns. Next up, magical fairy lights. You may have seen these glowing beauties in high-end garden shops, but guess what? You can create them yourself for a fraction of the cost. Dollar Tree mason jars are about to become your garden's crown jewels. Here's what you'll need. A mason jar, a strand of battery-operated fairy lights, and some simple creativity. Take the lights and drop them inside the jar, leaving the battery pack at the bottom. As twilight falls, these lights will give off a soft, enchanting glow that dances through your plants. It's like having a garden full of twinkling stars. You can place these mason jar lanterns on fence posts, hang them from shepherd's hooks, or nestle them between flowers. The best part? Your electricity bill stays low because they run on batteries. You won't believe how beautiful and magical your garden will look at night. These lanterns are the perfect addition to any garden, creating a dreamlike atmosphere for those evening strolls. Plus, the glowing lights will add an element of whimsy and wonder, making your garden feel like something out of a fairy tale. Idea 3. Rustic herb garden labels with wooden spoons. Now, let's talk about a small yet significant detail that will give your garden an expensive, curated feel. Rustic herb garden labels. For this project, you'll need wooden spoons, which you can find at Dollar Tree. These simple spoons will transform into charming garden markers with just a little creativity. Start by lightly sanding the handles of the spoons to give them a weathered, rustic look. Next, paint or burn your herb names onto the spoon handles. Think basil, thyme, oregano, whatever herbs you're growing in your garden. These rustic labels will add so much personality and elegance to your garden. And as they weather naturally, they'll only look better. The best part about these labels is that they don't just help you stay organized. They also tell a story. Over time, as the paint fades and the wood takes on a natural patina, your garden will feel like it's been established for years. It's a simple but elegant touch that adds so much character. Idea 4. Stunning succulent display with ice cube trays. Let's move on to something modern, chic, and oh so affordable. Succulent displays made from ice cube trays. That's right, ice cube trays. Something you never thought could be a stylish garden accent. But trust me, once you see this transformation, you'll be running to Dollar Tree for these little gems. Here's how you do it. Grab a couple of the flexible, colorful plastic ice cube trays. They're perfect for making mini planters. Fill each compartment with cactus soil mix, and plant small succulents in each compartment. The geometric pattern of the trays looks incredibly modern and sophisticated. It'll give your garden or porch a trendy, high-end aesthetic, and all for under $5. These little succulent arrangements look amazing when grouped together on a tabletop or hung on a wall in a living wall formation. Your guests will never guess this designer look cost you less than a lunch at your favorite cafe. These simple geometric planters are a perfect example of how a little creativity can turn something everyday into something spectacular. Idea 5. Elegant water feature with plastic bowls. Next, let's talk about a water feature that is both elegant and soothing, and it's made entirely with plastic bowls. Now don't roll your eyes just yet. This simple project will truly take your garden to the next level. To create this elegant water feature, stack 3 plastic bowls of varying sizes, and drill small holes at the bottom of each for water to flow through. Insert a small submersible pump, also found at Dollar Tree, and you've got yourself a stunning water fountain that makes your garden sound like a peaceful, babbling brook. The water flowing over the bowls creates a soothing sound that masks background noise and adds a relaxing ambiance. This project takes just minutes to put together, but will make a world of difference in how your garden feels. The sound of trickling water will bring an added sense of tranquility to your outdoor space, perfect for unwinding after a long day. Plus, the visual effect of the water cascading over the bowls is absolutely stunning, making it feel like a high-end feature you'd find at a luxury garden store. Idea 6. Vintage-style plant markers with plastic spoons. If you love the idea of vintage charm in your garden, this next project will have you smiling. We're gonna turn simple plastic spoons into beautiful rustic plant markers. Trust me, these little markers will make your garden look so much more organized and sophisticated, but you won't believe how easy they are to make. To start, grab a set of white plastic spoons from Dollar Tree. Using a little sandpaper, lightly distress the edges of the spoons to give them a worn vintage look. Next, paint the spoons with chalk paint for that soft, matte finish. Once the paint is dry, write the names of your plants in an elegant script using a permanent marker or paint pen. These rustic plant markers will look like they've been in your garden for years. And the best part is, they only cost pennies to make. These plant markers not only keep you organized, but they add a layer of timeless charm to your garden. As they weather over time, they'll take on a lovely patina that only adds to their character. It's simple, effective, and adds a beautiful touch of sophistication to your outdoor space. Idea 7. Dramatic planter risers with pizza pans. Let's talk about dramatic planter risers made from pizza pans. These inexpensive, everyday items are the perfect way to create visual drama in your garden. You'll be amazed at how just a few of these can transform your garden bed. All you need to do is flip those aluminum pizza pans upside down and place your potted plants on top. The metallic surface of the pans reflects light beautifully, making your plants seem to glow under the sun. For an even more professional look, arrange your plants in groups of 3, following the odd-numbered design rule for balance and harmony. These elevated planters create depth in your garden, and they make your flowers and foliage pop with more visual interest. This project is incredibly simple, yet it has a high-end professional feel. The best part? It costs next to nothing. So go ahead and add that extra height to your garden design. Your plants will thank you, and so will your wallet. Idea 8. Whimsical wind chimes with plastic cups. Now let's add a little music to your garden. With this next project, we're turning plastic cups into whimsical wind chimes that will add both visual and auditory delight to your outdoor space. Here's what you'll need: a set of colorful plastic cups, an embroidery hoop, some fishing line, and a drill. Drill small holes at the bottom of the cups, then string them at different lengths from the embroidery hoop. Hang the hoop in a spot where the breeze can blow through, perhaps under your porch or between some garden flowers. As the wind blows, the cups will create the sweetest tinkling sound, bringing a little melody to your garden. The bright colors of the cups will catch the sunlight, creating rainbows and adding a playful, cheerful vibe. This is the perfect project for those who want a garden that's not just visually stunning, but one that also engages the senses through sound. And it costs just a few dollars to make. Can't beat that. Idea 9. Professional plant support system with bamboo and ribbon. Now let's move on to something that's both functional and beautiful. A professional plant support system made with bamboo and ribbon. This simple idea will keep your tall flowers or vines standing tall and strong, while also adding an elegant touch to your garden. Here's what you need. Bamboo skewers. Dollar Tree has them in packs of 50. A spool of colorful ribbon, and a pair of scissors. Simply cluster the bamboo skewers around your plants, forming a natural support structure. Then take the ribbon and wrap it around the bamboo, weaving it in spirals up the stakes. This not only keeps your plants upright but also adds vertical color and texture to your garden. Whether it's tall cosmos, morning glories, or even climbing roses, this support system helps them grow beautifully while maintaining a professional polished look. Your plants will love the support, and your garden will look even more sophisticated with these simple additions. Idea 10. Enchanting stepping stone path with cake pans. Have you ever wanted a charming stepping stone path that guides visitors through your garden like a fairy tale journey? Well, guess what? You can make your own whimsical stepping stones using cake pans. This is one of those ideas that'll have your neighbors asking, "Where did you get those?" when they see how beautiful and creative your garden path is. Here's how you do it. Grab some round cake pans. Dollar Tree has them. Quick-set concrete, and some colorful glass gems or smooth stones. Fill the cake pans with the quick-set concrete, and press in your glass gems or stones for added color and texture. Allow the concrete to cure, and once it's dry, you've got yourself beautiful personalized stepping stones. Place them along a garden path or in between your flower beds to create a whimsical, inviting walkway. These stepping stones will not only guide your visitors through your garden, but they'll also add a colorful and artistic element that makes your space feel magical. The best part? This project costs just a few dollars, and it's a fun way to incorporate your own personality into your garden's design. Idea 11. Spectacular hanging planter with metal colander. Let's talk about hanging planters with a vintage twist, made from metal colanders. You've probably seen these rustic planters in high-end garden stores, but here's the secret. You can easily make them yourself for a fraction of the price. Pick up a metal colander from Dollar Tree. You can even find them in different sizes, and you'll need some coconut fiber or a plastic liner for the inside. Fill the colander with potting soil, then plant trailing flowers, like petunias, ivy, or ferns. The drainage holes in the colander make it perfect for plants that need extra airflow, and the weathered look adds tons of rustic charm. Hang the colanders from shepherd's hooks or tree branches, and you'll have stunning hanging planters that look antique, adding character and style to your garden. Over time, the metal will develop a beautiful patina, making these planters look even more authentic. It's a simple, budget-friendly way to bring vintage vibes to your outdoor space. Idea 12. Elegant garden border. Edging with plastic placemats. Next, we're tackling those garden borders that often look a little too plain. But don't worry, with just a few Dollar Tree plastic placemats, you can create a clean, elegant garden edge that looks like it was professionally designed. Start by cutting the placemats into wavy or scalloped patterns along one edge, and then simply push them into the soil along the edges of your garden beds. The flexible material follows curves beautifully, and you can even paint them in metallic colors like gold or silver to give them a high-end look. The beauty of this project is that you can create a seamless, elegant border that really highlights your flower beds and separates them from your lawn. This simple trick will immediately elevate the look of your garden, and it costs just a few dollars for the entire border. It's a quick and easy way to add some serious curb appeal to your outdoor space. Idea 13. Charming seed starting greenhouse with clear storage bins. Let's talk about getting a head start on your garden for the next season with a super simple yet effective seed starting greenhouse. You don't need to invest in those pricey commercial greenhouses when you can make one yourself with a clear storage bin from Dollar Tree. Here's what you need: a large clear storage bin, a pair of scissors or a drill, and some seed starting mix. First, drill a few small drainage holes in the bottom of the bin. Next, fill the bin with your seed starting mix, and plant your seeds as you normally would. Once your seeds are planted, close the lid, and you've got a mini greenhouse. The clear plastic allows sunlight in, creating a warm, humid environment perfect for seeds to sprout. The best part? You don't have to worry about the elements damaging your tender seedlings. The clear bin keeps your little plants safe while they grow strong enough to be moved outdoors. This is a perfect project for those who want to get a head start on their garden without investing in expensive gear. And it all costs just a few bucks. Idea 14. Rustic garden tool organizer with mesh laundry bags. Let's move on to something practical that will keep your gardening tools organized. while also adding a touch of rustic charm to your garden shed or fence. A garden tool organizer, made from mesh laundry bags. If you're like me, you probably have a ton of small tools that tend to get lost or misplaced. Well, this project is the perfect solution. Here's how you can make it. Grab a few mesh laundry bags from Dollar Tree. You can hang them on garden shed walls, fence posts, or even the back of your door. The breathable fabric will allow your tools to air out, preventing rust and mildew, and keeping everything dry and accessible. Use the bags to store gloves, seed packets, small tools, or even gardening accessories, like watering cans or plant ties. Not only is this a functional solution, but the rustic look of the mesh bags adds a charming country-style vibe to your gardening space. It's a practical project that helps you stay organized, while adding a beautiful, simple touch to your outdoor decor. Idea 15. Stunning vertical garden with shoe organizers. Next, let's talk about a clever way to maximize space. Vertical gardens made from over-the-door shoe organizers. Whether you're limited on space or just want to create a stunning living wall, this idea is a game changer. For this project, you'll need a clear over-the-door shoe organizer from Dollar Tree, some potting soil, and your favorite herbs, flowers, or small plants. Simply fill each pocket with soil and plant your seeds or plants. Hang the shoe organizer on a sunny fence or wall, and you've just created a vertical garden that not only saves space, but looks absolutely stunning. This is a perfect solution for growing herbs, lettuce, or small flowers in a compact, beautiful way. It adds a lot of greenery to your space without taking up precious ground space. Plus, the shoe organizer is a great way to keep your plants organized and easily accessible, so you can grab fresh herbs anytime you need them. It's a great project for anyone looking to maximize their garden's potential. Idea 16. Elegant solar garden stakes with plastic forks. Let's add some twinkling magic to your garden with solar garden stakes. This idea is simple, budget-friendly, and so effective at bringing a little extra glow to your outdoor space. The best part is that you can make these garden stakes using clear plastic forks from Dollar Tree. Here's how you do it. Take small solar lights, also available at Dollar Tree, and tape them to the handle of a plastic fork. Push the fork into the soil around your flower beds, and as night falls, the solar lights will light up, creating a beautiful glowing effect around your plants. The clear plastic forks will disappear during the day, leaving only the soft light from the solar stake to highlight your plants. This project costs just a few dollars and will add a magical glowing effect to your garden beds. Whether you line your garden paths or add them to your flower beds, these solar garden stakes will give your garden a dreamy, enchanted feel. They're perfect for evening garden walks or creating a peaceful ambiance in the twilight hours. Idea 17. Professional drip irrigation with plastic bottles. One of the biggest challenges in the garden is making sure your plants are properly watered, especially during the hot summer months. But don't worry, you don't need a fancy irrigation system to keep your plants hydrated. With a few plastic bottles, you can create a simple and efficient drip irrigation system that will keep your garden thriving. Here's how to do it. Grab a few empty plastic bottles and poke tiny holes in the caps. Fill the bottles with water, screw the caps back on, and then place the bottles upside down next to your plants. The water will slowly drip out, providing consistent moisture to your plants over time. This is a great way to water your garden, especially if you're planning a weekend getaway, or just want to make sure your plants stay hydrated when you're not around. It's a low-maintenance, eco-friendly solution to keep your garden flourishing, and it costs next to nothing to set up. Idea 18. Artistic plant labels with paint stir sticks. Up next, let's take a simple item and turn it into something beautiful. Those free paint stir sticks you get at the hardware store. They're about to become custom plant markers for your garden. These easy-to-make plant labels will add a charming personal touch to your garden beds, and they're incredibly inexpensive to make. Start by sanding the paint stir sticks to smooth them out. Then paint them with weather-resistant paint in a color that complements your garden. You can write the plant names on them with a permanent marker or a paint pen. Over time, these plant markers will weather naturally, adding a rustic, vintage look to your garden. These painted stir sticks are not only functional, but also serve as garden art, making your garden feel more personalized and thoughtfully designed. Plus, they're easy to make in just a few minutes, and you'll love how they give your garden that extra touch of elegance. Idea 19. Charming butterfly feeding station with sponges and shallow dishes. Want to invite more nature into your garden? Creating a butterfly feeding station is a simple and rewarding way to attract these beautiful creatures to your outdoor space. Plus, it's a great way to support pollinators and help your garden thrive. For this project, you'll need some colorful sponges, shallow dishes, and some sugar water or diluted fruit juice. Place the sponges in the dishes and soak them in the sugar water. Position them throughout your garden, especially near flowering plants that butterflies love. The sponges give butterflies a safe, easy landing spot to feed, and they'll be drawn to the vibrant colors and sweet nectar. This butterfly feeding station is not only functional, but adds a lovely whimsical touch to your garden. The butterflies will bring life and movement to your space, and you'll feel a sense of joy, knowing that you're supporting pollinators and nature in your own backyard. Idea 20. Stunning trellis system. With tension rods and twine, let's elevate your climbing plants with a stunning custom trellis system made from tension rods and twine. This project is perfect for plants like morning glories, beans, or climbing roses that need support to grow tall and strong. Start by installing tension rods between fence posts or along a wall. Then take twine or string and weave it in a crisscross pattern between the rods, creating a beautiful grid for your plants to climb. Idea 21. Serene water garden with large storage tubs. Have you ever wanted your very own peaceful water garden? You can create one with just a few simple supplies from Dollar Tree. A large storage tub, a few stones, and aquatic plants are all you need to create a serene oasis in your backyard. Start by filling the tub with water, and then place large stones around the edges to disguise the plastic. Add some floating plants like water lilies, or even a small solar fountain to bring movement to the water. Position your water garden in a quiet corner of your yard, and surround it with comfortable seating where you can relax and enjoy the calming atmosphere. This water garden will instantly transform your garden into a peaceful retreat. The gentle sound of water will provide a sense of tranquility, while the plants and stones create a calming, nature-inspired aesthetic. Whether you're using it as a meditation spot or simply a beautiful focal point, this water garden is a simple, affordable way to add a little zen to your outdoor space. Idea 22. Professional garden edging with plastic cups. Let's talk about adding some clean lines and definition to your garden with professional-looking edges made from plastic cups. This simple yet effective idea will help you define your flower beds and give your garden a polished, organized look. Here's how to do it. Grab a pack of plastic cups from Dollar Tree and push them into the soil around the edges of your garden beds, leaving only the rims exposed. You can paint the cups to match your garden's color scheme, or leave them natural for a subtle, low-key look. The plastic cups create a neat boundary, keeping grass and weeds from creeping into your flower beds. This is a super easy, budget-friendly way to add structure to your garden. It's the perfect solution for those who want clean, crisp edges but don't want to spend a lot on expensive materials. You'll be amazed at how this simple trick can completely elevate the look of your garden. Idea 23. Magical glow garden. With glow-in-the-dark paint, we've made it to one of my personal favorites. Adding a magical glow to your garden with glow-in-the-dark paint. This little hack will turn your garden into an enchanting wonderland after the sun sets. Imagine walking through your garden at night, surrounded by glowing elements that create a mystical atmosphere. It's like bringing your garden to life in the dark. Here's how you can do it. Grab some glow-in-the-dark paint from Dollar Tree. It comes in several fun colors. And start painting rocks, garden stakes, or even the rims of your planters. The paint will absorb sunlight during the day and glow at night, illuminating your garden with a soft, ethereal light. You can use this technique to highlight pathways, garden beds, or specific plants that you want to feature after dark. The beauty of glow-in-the-dark paint is that it adds another layer of beauty and magic to your garden, one that's completely different when the sun goes down. It's an inexpensive way to add a unique and whimsical touch to your outdoor space that will have your neighbors in awe. Idea 24. Elegant herb drying station with embroidery hoops. Next up, we're going to create a functional yet beautiful herb drying station with a few embroidery hoops. If you love growing your own herbs, you'll love how simple it is to dry them at home using this project. Here's what you'll need: 2 embroidery hoops, cheesecloth, and some herbs like basil, thyme, or rosemary. Stretch the cheesecloth over the hoops, securing it with the hoops fasteners. Hang the herb-filled hoops in a dry, shaded spot in your garden or home. This creates a simple yet elegant drying station where your herbs will dry naturally and smell amazing. Not only is this a practical way to preserve your herbs, but it also adds a rustic farmhouse touch to your garden. The circular frames give it a unique artistic flair, turning your herb drying process into a decorative feature rather than a utilitarian task. Idea 25. Stunning garden room divider. With bamboo and fabric, let's create some privacy and elegance in your garden with a beautiful room divider made from bamboo and weather-resistant fabric. Whether you want to separate your garden into different areas or just add vertical interest, this divider will give your space a refined, cozy atmosphere. For this project, you'll need bamboo stakes, weather-resistant fabric, Dollar Tree has some great options, and some string or rope to tie it all together. Lash the bamboo stakes together to create frame panels, then attach the fabric to create a movable divider. You can place this divider in a section of your garden to create a private nook, or add a decorative touch by dividing different planting areas. This project brings both functionality and beauty to your garden. The bamboo frame gives it an organic, earthy look, while the fabric adds an elegant, soft touch that blends seamlessly into your outdoor space. Plus, this divider is movable, so you can change your garden layout whenever you wish. Idea 26. DIY mosaic garden table with dollar store tiles. Let's take a break from plants and talk about creating a beautiful DIY garden table. This is a great way to add some functional art to your garden. You can turn a simple table into a mosaic masterpiece using inexpensive tiles from Dollar Tree. Here's how you do it. Grab a basic garden table and a selection of colorful tiles from Dollar Tree. Lay out your tiles in a pattern you like, and then glue them to the tabletop. After the tiles are in place, fill in the gaps with grout, then let it set and dry. You now have a custom mosaic table that looks like it was made by a professional artist, but it only cost you a fraction of the price. This project is not only a fun and creative way to repurpose an old table, but it also adds a unique focal point to your garden. The vibrant colors and intricate design will make your garden feel extra special, and you'll enjoy showing off your handiwork when guests come over. Idea 27. Fairy garden in a teacup. This next idea is as adorable as it is magical. A fairy garden in a teacup. If you're looking to add a touch of whimsy to your garden, this is the perfect project. All you need is an old teacup. Dollar Tree often has cute ones in various colors and patterns, some potting soil, tiny plants, and miniature fairy garden accessories. Fill the teacup with soil, plant some small flowers or succulents, and decorate the garden with little fairy figurines, pebbles, or even tiny furniture pieces. Place the teacup in your garden or on a windowsill for a miniature fairy world that looks magical and enchanting. This little project is a great way to recycle a teacup you no longer use, and it adds a cute, personalized touch to your garden. Plus, it's a perfect project for kids or anyone who loves a little bit of whimsy in their outdoor space. Idea 28. Upcycled plastic bottle garden sculpture. Finally, let's end with a fun and creative project that helps you recycle and create unique garden art. A plastic bottle garden sculpture. This project is a fantastic way to repurpose those plastic bottles you have lying around and turn them into something beautiful and artistic. Start by cutting and shaping the plastic bottles into flower petals or abstract shapes. Attach them to stakes and arrange them in your garden to create a one-of-a-kind sculpture. You can paint the bottles to give them a more vibrant and artistic look, or leave them clear for a more subtle effect. These sculptures will stand out in your garden and become conversation starters. This is an eco-friendly project that not only recycles plastic but also adds a lot of visual interest to your garden. It's a great way to showcase your creativity and make your garden truly unique. And there you have it, my friends. 28 creative, budget-friendly DIY garden ideas that will transform your outdoor space into a vibrant oasis. Whether you've added a whimsical touch with wind chimes, turned a simple shoe organizer into a stunning vertical garden, or built your very own DIY seed greenhouse, you've just turned everyday items into works of art, and all without breaking the bank. If any of these ideas sparked your imagination today, I'd be so grateful if you'd give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments which project you're most excited to try, or if you've already started your own garden transformation. Share your creative ideas with us. I can't wait to hear what you've done and maybe feature your projects in a future video. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more inspiring garden tips, DIY ideas, and budget-friendly hacks. We're always coming up with fresh, fun ways to turn your garden dreams into reality. And you won't want to miss a single one. Remember, you don't need a lot of money to create a lot of beauty. All it takes is a little creativity and a willingness to get your hands dirty. So go ahead, start your garden transformation today, and let your imagination bloom. Until next time, happy gardening, everyone.